facts as well.
Batman, on a level, you could be the greatest individual in football history.
We are back with another video. Ollie's still here.
Ollie's at
Therapy,
the
innit?
wheel. No, I'm joking.
No, I can't lie, man.
I can't do it. I'm joking.
I can't do it, bro.
You lot in the chat, it's been an emotional day. I can't lie, yesterday I thought he was getting sacked. I wore the Inter Milan shirt, I was singing Antonio and all of that stuff, yeah. And today, fam, Ollie's still here. I found out on the train. Oh, disappointed on the train, man. I felt like crying. But
I know you went to sleep. I know you went to sleep thinking he was gone today. I know you did.
I did. Fam, I was telling my dad that Ollie got sacked. Nah, man.
The false hope. He's still gassed you lot. He's still gassed. He's not even going to cook us today because we need to. I think you man are all going to get therapy, man, today. Like, we all are in the same boat right now. Forget the Ollie in, Ollie out. We've got to talk Manchester United. It's deeper now. It is deeper.
Like, Saeed's horses, man. Let me down. Biz, how you doing?
Depressed. Very, very depressed, my G. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to get over that defeat, bruv. That was horrific. It was embarrassing, spineless performance. And that's it, man. I can't even look at a picture of Ole, bruv, anymore. Like, that's how much.
Do you want to answer that question first?
Ole out, bruv. Ole out.
Why did it take you so long to finally say Ole out? Because I can't lie, yeah, that Liverpool result, the performance was no different to what we've been seeing.
It's a results business, bruv. I thought this time last season we were 15th and somehow we ended up top in January. And I just thought, you know what? Give him a little bit of time in it. He must be able to get us out of this. He's bought better players. He's got a better team now. Got a bigger squad to pick from. But it's just the same old shit. He ain't going to learn. And all these news that's coming out now with all this training and stuff, and then going back on your plan a couple of days before the game. Come on, man. You're playing against Liverpool, bro. Take it serious.
But how comes that you changed so quickly after one game?
5-0 Liverpool, fam. How can I not change? How can I not change, bruv? Liverpool, bruv, our arch rivals, fam. You allow them to come to our backyard and embarrass us like that.
No, but Biz, the warning signs were already there for the last year.
And
now you're finally Ollie out.
Now, do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what game did I think it was the Villarreal game, and I said I nearly turned. And then we turned it around. And I think that was the start, man. That was the start. I just thought, oh, fucking hell, are they, bro? Like, I know you took us to the final last year. You closed the gap to top spot. You know what I mean? You done what was asked. But now it's time to kick on. We've not kicked on at all, bro. Like, every game I'm thinking, come on, right, this is it now. This is where we're going to start. This is where we're going to start. And like I've always said to you, I don't really care about the style of play. I don't, like, get involved too much in the tactics side of things. It's a results business. And when you're not getting the results and you're not picking up 3 points, and even worse, you get embarrassed by your fucking arch enemies, I have to just hold my hands up and say, listen, I was wrong, bruv. Like the saying, bruv, if you're not here, you must feel. Fam, that's definitely slapped me in my face, bruv. I admit that, bruv. Hold my hands up.
Listen, at least we got an apology to the chat.
Yeah.
He's finally seen the light. Ty's seen the light.
Yeah, I'm Ollie out. So let me just chip in with Biz, man. Like, you guys, I'm done. You saw me with Hadj yesterday. Like, we vented for 2.5 hours. I don't do streams for that long. It was needed. And for me, like, I'm not going to say I'm Ollie in, Ollie out, but I was supporting Ollie and saying that I believe that he should get this season. And that's what I was saying at the start of August. You finished second, and I thought he done well to get us to second. Let's forget the Liverpool injuries. Let's forget Chelsea changing their manager. The fact of the matter is he got us second in the league. We've got deep into cup competitions, and we got to a final that we lost. And I just felt like, you know, we signed Varane, we signed Sancho, we signed Ronaldo. And that's 3 out of the 4 positions you could say we needed. He signed Sancho, he's not played him. You know, we didn't get the DM, but that's not a big enough excuse for me to sit here and say Ollie should stay in the job because he didn't get a DM. Another coach gets better out of this team. And I think for me, you know, Ollie always got slated for saying he wants passion, he wants desire, he wants heart. Well, yeah, if you're going to say that, then at least show it in the biggest game of the season for Manchester United against Liverpool at Old Trafford, when also the results haven't been going your way or you've not been playing great. I said on the football terrace, I said it to Bainsy, I said it last week. Manchester United's biggest dilemma was getting through the first 20 minutes. I said it so many times last week. We get through the first 20 minutes, the game can open up, anything can happen. We were 2-0 down by 15 minutes. My plan's gone out the window.
You say that first.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to hold my hands up. I wanted it to work for Oli. I'm never going to come for him personally. But Oli, take the P45 and leave this football club.
I can't lie. Yeah. I've never felt like this, but I hope we lose against Spurs now.
No, do you know what? Right,
I want him gone.
Baines,
like, you know what it is,
It doesn't change anything, win or lose, you know.
But Ty, this is the problem. If we win, people are gonna be like, we just go. Where do we go after we win? Because we know Ollie's gonna have to go at this point. Like literally, it doesn't change anything. Like the worst thing for me is kind of like if we keep him, we win against Spurs. Where do we go from there?
No. My counter argument
we're still
to
gonna
that
keep
is
the guy.
The club. No, I feel like the club have made we're going to talk about this obviously the whole show. Smash the like people as well. They've made their decision. I actually think they don't want Antonio Conte, and right now he's the only one available right now. So at the end of the day, I think they're going to give him to the international break and work on a plan. Like, let's not disrespect Ollie here in terms of what he's done. And I know people say, oh, but he hasn't done too much. We haven't won anything. I feel like the squad is better now. He's got better players in, and he's set as a bit of a base, a bit like a pizza. We've got a nice base there. We need the toppings to go on top. I don't think they want to go in and just get someone gun-ho and it slowly starts to unravel everything Ollie's done. I'm not saying he's done a great job, but he has put a base in place.
Terms of the squad,
yeah, we can't disrespect that. So now to go and get someone so gun-ho and then it goes wrong, it'll be like a car crash. Do you know what I mean? So I think what it is for me and where I'm very skeptical, I wanted Ollie gone today. And the reason I want Ollie gone today is because right now we're 8 points off top. And if we lose to City and we lose to Spurs, that's 14 points, people. In the comments, let's take it simple as this. We're 8 points off. We beat Spurs and we beat City. We go into the international break, 8 points off. I don't care if people think we can't win it or not. Mathematically, 8 points is not a lot. That's 2 wins and a draw. If we go into these games with Ollie and lose to Spurs and lose to City now, that's 14 points. Now, I'm sorry, that's not traceable. After 10 games, you will not catch City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. So I make the move now, and that's the reason I want Ollie gone. Even if it's not another manager, I just want Ollie out of there so the people have a new manager bounce and they have a new bit of belief, and we can just say, right, get through these 2 games, maybe beat Spurs, because I think we are better than Spurs, and City, we always, we can play well against them, and we still got something to save. I feel like if Ollie stays now and we lose to Spurs and lose to City, the whole league's gone. Like, we're just chasing the FA Cup and Champions League.
Would you take a loss to Spurs if it meant he's gone?
No, because I'm telling you why it doesn't change anything. Because I think Ollie's not the guy, and I think they've made up their mind. So we need to win this game.
No, but say if we beat Spurs then
and beat City, he can't save his job still. Surely.
No, but he will though. This is the Glazers we're talking about, which is why I'm kind of. I've never felt like this, but I'm kind of like, if he's not been sacked after a 5-0 loss to Liverpool, you're gonna have to make him lose that game against Tottenham. And I can't lie, you see yesterday when I heard all the leaks, the players don't give a crap about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The players do not care what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer walked into the training ground today like an idiot. That's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is right now. Imagine
Ferguson there, obviously, to help.
No, ban Ferguson for a second. Yeah, I'll get on to him because I've had enough of him as well. You're getting involved in stuff, yeah? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer walked in and all he heard was leaks and stuff. Imagine going in, yeah? And did you see the thing, I think it was in The Athletic? Where it's like when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer asked about the problems and the player said you.
Yeah.
Fam, you should walk after that. That's an embarrassment. That's an embarrassment.
Yeah, that's the last straw.
And the thing, wait, let me finish it because I'm on a little bit of
crazy though. How can we
see your players? These are your players. You bought them and you don't trust them. You should be embarrassed.
What I don't understand is what's changed so quick. I would love to know why has everyone just turned on him so quick that.
No.
Results and football.
Yeah.
You think this is just all of a sudden? This has been building. It's been in the pipeline. You see Pogba angry against Leicester. We all saw these warning signs, but you lot were Ollie in, so you didn't see it.
Nah, but I don't think this is a couple of weeks, bro. I think this has got to be a few months down the line.
Yeah, of course. Donny van der Beek hasn't played.
Van der Beek hasn't played. Martial's not getting a chance. Sancho signed for
Liverpool.
We signed someone we've wanted for 2 years and not played him.
You know Liverpool? They scored more goals this season at Old Trafford than Donny van der Beek's had Premier League minutes. You think Donny van der Beek's happy?
How many minutes has Donny had in the Premier League?
Less than 5, because I saw that start on Twitter yesterday. Or whatever, Sunday.
That's horrendous. No way.
We lost 5-0, yeah, and we only made 5 tackles that entire game. Surely, when you're getting back that bad, let's be honest there, you just kind of put in a tackle kind of thing, innit? Out of anger. 5 tackles that entire game.
Wow.
Like, surely as players, show a bit of something.
You know what? And that's why, I said that yesterday. This is why it's the tip of the iceberg for Ollie, because let's put it out there. 3.5 years in. I said it to Hadj yesterday, right? People can dispute his football and say that he doesn't play good football. The bottom line is, well, he's obviously done good enough to get 3.5 years into the job. So I don't want to hear the bullshit about playing football, because at the end of the day, like Biz said, it's a results business. And he's done the results and getting us 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. And now this is the year to challenge for a title. No one can sit here and say this squad can't challenge for a title. It can. The one thing that kept Ollie in this job for so long for me, and he's probably done well with it, is the football's been shit. But what's got him through there? Individual brilliance, passion and heart like he's wanted. Well, in that game yesterday, the players gave up. And Biz said it to me straight away, and he's never seen it in his 25, 30 years watching football. Manchester United players gave up. They were lost for ideas. We were 2-0 down. The crowd were booing at half-time. For me, as much as I wanted Ollie to do well, it's over. Like, there's no way you're coming back from that. And that goes back to what Bains has said. That's when the game's happening. After the game, all these leaks that have happened in terms of players not being happy, Pogba might want to only wants to stay if Solskjaer's not in the job. You know, the tactics have been poor. McKenna's training's apparently academy sort of profile.
Actually, you know what? You know the mad thing was yesterday. Apparently, there was a leak here where Kieran McKenna and Michael Carrick apparently wanted to play a 3-5-2. They were training with a 3-5. And Ollie changed it. How does that even make sense? How will you break down in the coaching stuff?
The bomb's gone off.
How stupid this club is right now at this moment.
The bomb has gone off. That's it. When Ollie's what kept Ollie in a job, and it's so shit, but it was the passion and the individual moments of the players. Now he's lost that. He doesn't have the tactical now, so now he doesn't have the players, and he doesn't have the coaching. So what do you have? Why are the club waiting? Like, I can't believe I'm sat here doing this. We're like basically become Statman Bains. We're angry, but we're looking. I'm not looking at it as Ollie. I'm looking at a Manchester United Football Club. We want to win games. We're still in the competitions. We can still save the league now, and we're not going to act. Now, for me, I've always said with Ollie, I don't want it to get toxic. He's played for our club. He's scored one of the biggest goals ever. Not the best goals, biggest goals ever. It could end nastily. And
it's getting toxic right now.
It's getting toxic.
I don't care. I want this guy gone. I've never hated a manager more. I big up United close with the super chat. My match reaction after Atalanta, Salah will score a hat-trick if we play like that again. Get this clown out my club. Watford would have sacked him. Facts. Yeah, most clubs would have sacked him.
You know what, buddy? He's gonna drive Alex Ferguson into the grave right now, because I'm hearing Alex Ferguson's back out on the training ground. What are you doing? What are you doing, bruv? You retired, bruv. Go home. Sit down and relax.
On top of that, he's back in Ollie in the job biz, though.
Let me tell you something. You see, when Alex Ferguson had his brain hemorrhage, like, it's bad to say it, innit? But I slightly was like, do you know what? I feel so bad saying this, but it's not. I wasn't happy, but I was like, listen, all right, cool. That's him.
He's going to take a step back from the club, innit?
He's going to take a step away from the club. And within no time, bro, man, come back for that Wolves game. And I remember the day he sat down in that chair for the Wolves game, I said, do you know what? I wonder if this is a bad thing, him just coming back to the club. His aura is just around everything is just a big shadow. For Jose, for LVG, for Moyes. Now he's doing it with Ole, but because he's got more of a personal relationship with Ole, he can just kind of come and step in whenever he feels like it.
But we should have a Manchester United manager needing an old manager to hold his hand.
We'll get onto this Cavani thing in a minute, yeah? You know what I was thinking as well? I don't know whether the club are pushing this Sir Alex Ferguson stuff out, saying that he's backing Ollie, just because they know how much the fan base loves Sir Alex Ferguson.
Well, it's turning them on him. I'll tell you right now, it's turning people on Alex.
No, because like, the Glazers or whoever's briefing stuff could have thought, you know what? If we say Sir Alex Ferguson wants to keep Ollie, United fans have so much respect for Sir Alex Ferguson that they'll kind of be like, maybe he sees something.
But I can't lie. And that sums up the club then.
Yeah, listen, the club don't care about us. If the club cared about us, he would have been gone last year. There's no reason why this guy is manager right now on the 26th of October. It's an absolute disgrace.
You know what, though? There's no point having your frustration out on Ole. The frustration needs to be out on the Glazers now. Simple.
No, but the thing is,
it has to, though.
I can't lie.
As much as Ferguson is a powerhouse at that club, there should always be someone ahead of him that should be like, no, these decisions cannot be happening. This is a footballing club. We make the footballing decisions. Alex Ferguson, thank you for what you've done. You stay over there now. Yeah, this is what we do now. They don't even have that in place after 8 years. It's coming up to a decade now. We ain't gonna win a league. The next manager that comes in now, I'm scared the decision that they're going to be making, because are we going to be back here 18 months later talking about next manager? Then again after that, we need, like, I don't think this club is built to have short-term success. It needs somebody to come in and stable the ship, and then
no, but I can't lie. If we're looking at most of the bigger clubs in Europe, they have that short-term success in it. Like, you could argue Chelsea are one of the best models in England, and they have that.
But I think that's because they've got ownership that cares.
That's a great
We don't
point,
have an ownership that cares, bruv.
Yeah, but I think I don't know, man.
That's
it's such a tough one with the owners.
Nah,
like,
we'll
get onto the owners here, but let me answer the super chat first. Oli won't be sacked if he beats Spurs and Atalanta. I think he will.
I think you even think if he does win them two, he goes. You just said you just said that 5 minutes ago. You think he stays.
Oh wait, no. If he beats Spurs,
he won't be sacked.
I read that wrong. If we beat Spurs and Atalanta, he stays.
Yeah, that's what you think as well. Yeah.
If we lose against Spurs, I think he's gone. Which is why I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, fam, I'm taking the L at this point. I've had enough.
Okay, but Bains, my question to you then is, because I think it's done no matter what. I think they're getting to the international break, and I think they've got to make up their mind. But so do you not believe that, okay, if Oli beats Spurs and Atalanta, he gets sacked? Why do you think they keep him?
Well, right now,
surely enough.
You know why they keep him right now? Because I think they're scared of appointing Antonio Conte. Because Antonio Conte comes in and exposes all those idiots at the top. That's all it is. You saw it yesterday with the reports about Conte as well. He's scared about the structure and stuff. The Glazers know he will call them out. Like, I'll be surprised if we don't have him. If we do get Conte, he's not in his contract not to say anything about them. Let's be honest here. He's gone. Look who they want, yeah? Apparently, they're the long-term admirers of Pochettino.
And Ten Hag, apparently.
You know why they're long-term admirers of Pochettino? Because this guy won't say anything. Well, he might say something about the board, but he's worked with a low budget. The next manager they'll be linked with, apparently, at the end of the season is Graham Potter. Because Graham Potter's never worked with a budget. So they can give him anything he wants and he'll be fine with it. This is the problem with this club right now. The appointments that they want to make are just stupid.
And another thing as well, man, they've just given Ole the new contract. They've given all the coaching staff a new contract. They don't want to break that right now. It's money that they don't want to have to spend. They're so tight, bruv, man. They're so dumb as well, man. They've had this debt for 16 years. Instead, they're still paying the interest. And they ain't cleared the debt yet. But you paid more on the interest than what the debt's worth. These men are thick fucks, fam. And these are the mans that are running this club. That's the problem, man. These men need to go, man. Seriously. And the quicker they go, the better it is for Man United.
Let me answer a couple of stuff first. Yeah, big up Rants as well. I think
big up Rants.
I don't know.
Road to 5K. Come on.
Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to Trafford Tunnel. The link is in the description below.
Love that.
Big up Drizzy Des with the super chat as well. A lot of fans have turned on Sir Alex after the news came out today. Seriously, we need to move on from the past. He's holding us back. Nothing but facts. This is the biggest problem.
Big facts. Yeah, 100%.
This is why I'm so frustrated right now. Like, what are we trying to do as a club? Big up Devil's Advocate as well. Big up Tyler. A serious club cuts the cord by now. So mediocre. Facts. Nothing but facts.
It's a dangerous game we're playing right now, because the fans are really divided. A manager's there that knows he shouldn't be there. I also believe that Ferguson knows that he shouldn't be there. And what I don't like is that we said it's sentiment. A lot of people said me and Biz wanted Oli to succeed because of sentiment in his relationship to the club. It wasn't that. It was that he improved the side, and at the end of the day, I felt like he deserved the start of the season. Now it's come to a point where we're getting humiliated 5-0 at home. We go back to the record. We've played Liverpool since the 1800s. It's our fourth worst or third worst defeat. I'm sorry, but any other managers going. We look at Watford. Someone put it in the comments earlier. Watford have got their sixth manager in probably the last 2 years. They're not even doing that bad. They sacked their last manager, who was in 13th or 14th. Now, what's their objective? Watford's objective is to stay in the Premier League. Let's not get it twisted. Manchester United's objective is to win the Premier League. Now, 2 weeks ago, we were 3 points off, but now we're 8 points off. and we've got humiliated 5-0. If I had them and Alex Ferguson sat in front of me right now, I would be like, Alex, why have you got him still in the job? Why are you still backing him? As much as he's played for the club and you managed him, take that away. How is he going to take us forward from what he's done? He's done 3 out of 4 steps. But for me, it's done. He can't take us to that 4th step. And you know, we go to Antonio Conte, and I'm going to drop it in here. The board might be scared of Antonio Conte, but let's not get it twisted. When he left Juve, they still went on to win major trophies, by the way. They didn't just drop off because Antonio Conte had left. What Antonio Conte could do is, I'm going to flip the argument. Everyone's like, he could come in and blow the bombs off the seats. He ain't going to do that. Antonio Conte wants to win trophies, right? And if he's going to sign players, he's going to sign players to improve the side to win trophies. And he'll get rid of the players, maybe like the McTominays, and Wan-Bissaka's potential, you can't really cut it and play proper football. Now, for me, I'm not against that. If he brings in the right players and he gets us winning trophies and gets us to a better standard, who gives a fuck if he's here for 2 or 3 years? Because what he would do is leave a base on top of Ollie's base for the next manager to come in who could be long-term. So for me, it's not a bad thing going for Antonio Conte, just because he's not my first choice. The bottom line is, everyone's just fearing Antonio Conte, Statman and Biz, because they're scared of what he will leave us in after he's been here. They're not caring about what he could do when he's here. Because the bottom line is, when he's here, he's going to be playing football.
I think they're also scared of players that he could potentially take out of this team. You know
but we've already seen the players that he kind of likes. He's already said he likes the Martials. He likes Rashford. He's worked with Pogba playing great football. Van der Beek's a football player. He will like him. I'll be honest with you, Biz. The players that are going to not succeed under Conte are the players that we don't like. Maguire, McTominay, Wan-Bissaka. Unfortunately, I like him as a guy, but I don't think he's a right back that's going to take us to the next level. It's going to be the players like that will have the deficiencies under Conte. And I'm not going to lie, I don't want to say I'm all here for it, but I kind of am. I want the best for Manchester United, not the best for players that I like as a person.
So, you know what I said about Conte as well, yeah? Wait, let me touch on the super chat first and then I'll get on to it. As Chelsea fans, Ollie would have been sacked 6 times. I mean, he could have been sacked 10 times at this rate. This guy is surviving. And that is the real Aaron, by the way. I just asked him.
Oh, big up Aaron. Love that.
Big up Aaron in the chat as well. Basically, what I was going to say about Conte, Conte kind of built that model for Juve to build on and dominate Serie A.
Exactly.
With Chelsea, people say he left them in a bad state. They still got top 4 in the year after with Maurizio Sarri. With Inter Milan, he left because of financial reasons. That's all it was. So this idea that he leaves clubs in a bad state, I'll be honest, I don't really agree with it.
Do you know who would be at risk if he comes in? Who? Bruno Fernandes. I'm telling you now. We spoke about it last night. Bruno Fernandes would be at a big risk. I just feel like, we'll probably talk about it a bit later on, but if we were to play a 3-4-3, Bruno Fernandes don't play for me. I go with a midfield of, you could have Alex Telles at left wing back, you have Pogba and Fred together, and then you have on the right hand side, you'd have Diego Dallo, ideally as a right wing back. And then for me, I'd play a triangle front 3, similar to what he did at Chelsea, where you've got Pedro and Hazard in the number 10 roles. I'll play Sancho and Martial or Rashford, and then Ronaldo up top. Unfortunately, Greenwood might have to miss out or sort of adapt his game to be a second striker if Cavani leaves. But for me, you play that 3-4-3, and there's no room for Bruno unless you play a 3-4-1-2. And he could be a player that, despite getting the numbers, which I know people like to talk on, goals and assists, he's there to impact games. At the end of the day, I'd rather have Pogba and Fred in there because I feel like we'll control games better. And Bruno can come off the bench, or Donny. So I think Bruno Fernandes could be the one that's at a big risk, because when it comes to actually football, he's not that guy, unfortunately. 3-5-2, 3-4-3. There we go.
Facts. What do you think of Conte, Biz?
I'm not too fast to tell you the truth, bruv, man. I just want a manager that's going to come in and just have a winning mentality in it. And he's not going to be a bitch in it, basically. And he's going to make the right decisions and know when to drop players and take a risk. So I'm not too fussed about it. I don't really care who it is, to be fair, man. Like Poch, Conte.
Nah, man, I'm not having Poch. I'll be honest, I'm not having Poch.
Let him land, yeah. Let him land, and then I want to ask him why you would say Poch. Because
you know why I'm saying no to Poch here? First of all, I think that ship has sailed. Secondly, you can tell the way the Glazers are trying to move with their appointments of managers. And I think Pochettino won't call them out, or he'll be fine with how much the Glazers give them, which is probably not enough. Thirdly, I don't know, man. With a big squad, with a lot of players, with a lot of big players on a lot of wages, I don't think Poch is the guy for that, man. I just think we need to move on from this Poch thing, man.
Why would you be then in? Would you be in with him, Poch, with Poch, Biz? Because I'm 50-50. I'm torn.
I like Poch, man. Even from his like Southampton days, what he done there. I remember when they came to Old Trafford and like he had man like punching, looking like a baller, fam. And I was like, rah, this guy is serious. And then he went to Spurs and then he done what he did at Spurs, bro. Remember where Spurs were, bro, under Tim Sherwood, didn't it? And he took them to a team that went to a Champions League final and they played some sexy ball. So I'm all for it, innit? But he didn't go over the line. He didn't win nothing. Now he's gone to PSG. Let's see what he does there, innit? But it's not enough time right now for us to see what are going for us to get him because we need somebody in ASAP. So probably not for now, but maybe for the future. I'm not going to say no to it. Conte, I don't mind, bro, because you know what? I love what he did at Juventus. Like, got relegated, obviously due to fuckeries, but then man come back up and he won the league, I think 4 or 5 seasons in a row. And in one of them seasons, he went undefeated. And as well, where the Glazers should be like, all right, this guy's all right. He didn't spend a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? I think he spent like 10 million on Tevez. He got a lot of free transfers in. Evra, I think Asamoah, Lichtstein. I think Pirlo as well. Pirlo was done at AC Milan. Milan fans were like, why Juventus coming for Pirlo for? Remember, but Pirlo was done at Milan. And then he went there and revived his career, man. Then obviously he made probably the best 3 centre-backs in Italian history.
Well, he adapted Chiellini into a left centre-back and then all of a sudden he revitalised
Bonucci, those 3 and just made an absolute dynasty. And he left a team that was just, that Allegri couldn't say no to. Because even Allegri before, when he was at Milan, if anything, like he kind of crushed Milan. After obviously Zlatan and Thiago Silva left. So like he wasn't a great appointment for Juventus at the given time. Juventus fans did not want Allegri, but he still came in because the ship was so nicely sailed for him that as soon as he stepped into it, he could just float. So I don't mind Conte, to tell you the truth. I don't mind him, but I'm just worried, is it a short-term fix? Like, is he going to be here for maybe 2-3 years, win the league, win a
Yeah, but Biz, what if he does that and he leaves it in a... But this is what
I'm saying. Back to where we've been now.
But why would we, though? Because if he comes in, because I'm also not bro. Conte's top 4, my choices, but if Conte comes in and improves the squad and wins something, then aren't you happy for him to say, right, 2-3 years, I've done my bit, and then we get another manager and who can carry on that storm? Like, because we're thinking hypothetically here in terms of like, if he wins and you're like, oh, how he's going to leave it. But if we're winning and he leaves it, then surely that's a good position for another manager coming in. Like you said, Allegri, he walked into a side that was ready. You literally just said your own argument. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but you need to think about the ownership that he was working under. It's a complete different ball game than what you're working with under the Glazers, fam. It's a complete different ball game, man. These men don't really know where I'm going, bro. They're not footballing people. There's not a structure in place. There's only something now that they're trying it since Ole's come in, and they've tried to get back the youth and academy back into the shape, and obviously trying to promote more youth back into the first team again. But it's only now. This should have been in place from before Ferguson left. So when Ferguson does leave, it doesn't crumble and then you have to start again. I'm just worried, innit? Like, I just don't trust these guys to make the appointment, innit? I don't trust them.
Yeah, you actually said, can I just read out Fabio's tweet for you, Statman? So,
we'll get onto that after the super chat.
Oh, cool.
I want to say something on that tweet. Fam, I big up United toes. Fam, I have my favourite players, but if we're winning, I don't care. Look at Man City, Bear man holding bench, Pep rotate, same style of play. Bruno whole bench. Man loses the ball too much content. I said the same thing. If Ronaldo's on the bench, I don't care as long as we're winning. Yeah. Secondly, this Fabrizio Romano tweet,
yeah.
This guy don't know what he's saying. You see with Fabrizio Romano, this guy's every single back covered. That's how it feels like right now. Like yesterday, he was kind of certain that Ollie's gonna go, and now all of a sudden,
he say Ollie's going and then he deleted.
He had a video and then deleted.
Yeah, and that video was today, that he posted.
Yeah.
This guy has every single back covered, He's just ready to capitalize on every single United fan right now for money. That's all it is. Because everyone knows, as soon as Fabrizio Romano tweets, here we go, fans are going mad. everyone's going to watch his YouTube video straight away. That's all it is. At this point, I think Fabrizio's doing for interactions. Because I swear to God, yesterday I saw the guy tweet the same thing 3 or 4 times and it just bangs every single time.
Yeah. 100%. I can't disagree with you at all.
Yeah. No, like this club has frustrated me over the last 2 days so much, man. This club's a joke. Big up Mesh, Kim Mesh with the super chat as well. Big up everyone. If Fergie is defending Ollie, the favoritism has reached its peak. Gary Neville won't even criticize objectively. We deserve what's coming. Facts. And I hate Gary Neville as well. I've seen all the stuff that he's been retweeting and liking and stuff on Twitter as well.
He waited. Did you see? He waited for Pogba to tweet and then tweeted straight after. I was like, "You're such a prick." Pogba tweeted about like we go again or something like that, and then he was like, "Oh, here comes the PR and the media teams." I thought, you are just a prick, brother.
Like you know what I was thinking here? I'm surprised this guy wasn't in the training ground today. With Sir Alex Ferguson, him and Rio Ferdinand might as well be at this point.
The thing is with Gary Neville, man, like people should have clocked on with him, man, years ago, bro. When he's just the biggest hypocrite there is, and I've kind of clocked here. Like out of all the class of '92, have you not noticed Beckham's never about? Beckham's never about. He's in the US. He's doing his own thing, bro. Like he took the green and yellow scarf. He's the only one that's made a big statement against the Glazers out of the class of '92.
Still like part one of Southend, or did he leave that?
Do you know what? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure
at one point he had a little stake in it.
Yeah, he's just doing his own thing, man. You're right.
He's just doing his own thing. Notice, bro, he's not really on this Man United thing. And I know he loves Man United, but he's just taking a step back. But you see with Gary Neville, people should have clocked on with him when he's chatting shit. Was when he done one of those first, is it the overlap? And he said to fucking United fans, "Oh, why are you worrying for, bro? We're going to win the league before Liverpool." And I said to myself, what? That was the same summer where we had 8 departures and 3 transfers in. And we panicked buyed and bought fucking Wan-Bissaka and Maguire. And those were meant to be the marquee signings to fucking go and get us back top 4. We ended up getting it.
I actually have to laugh now looking back.
That's a poor transfer window. And Gary Neville backed that and said that we were going to win the league before Liverpool. From them times there, I said, you know what? I'm done with this guy, bro. I don't need to hear him.
You're spitting facts today, boy.
I don't need to hear him talk anymore. And that's why I'm not even like fussed. Like when people are getting angry about him saying he's not going to say nothing about Ole, which is cool, innit? Like you're not going to like blast your brethrens out and stuff. I get it, innit? But like you're in the pundit game, innit?
No. You know what I said? Yeah, I said this. Yeah, I'm fine if you're not going to say like Ole needs to go and stuff. I'm fine with that, but just keep the same energy. Keep the same expectations that you had for Jose. Keep the same energy that you had on Twitter when you said Harry Kane, Varane, Sancho equals a title. Just keep all of the same energy.
That's true.
But he doesn't. 100%. He's just making excuses, finding loopholes in every single thing.
And what's one difference between now and 3 years ago? The squad's better.
Exactly.
The expectation. Yeah. And you know, I was even listening to Andy Mitten, right? And he was just talking on Sky Sports. Obviously, he's a respected writer. I've been doing it 30 years. And he was saying, like, I understand why the fans are disappointed. Like, praise the ones that are standing there singing and so forth. But he said, the mood is glum. And why wouldn't it be? He says, as much as you want to try and defend the manager or keep him in a role, if you feel like it's a steady ship, it's not. Manchester United have made signings to improve the team. If you finish second in the league before the season before, you should go on and be challenging for the title. Now, I'll be honest, 8 points off after 9 games. None of us expected that, especially me, even with the football we play. Because I thought if individuals have got us to the moments where we have so far under Ollie, then we've got more individuals now to get us through them moments. We've got a rock-solid, world-class centre-back. I don't want to hear, he hasn't played in the Premier League yet. Varane is world-class. Jadon Sancho, multiple stats, probably got all the stats there. Multiple goal contributions for Dortmund, by the way. Multiple.
You got 10 plus goals and assists for like 3 seasons in a row, which
there
is
you go.
Ridiculous for someone so young.
Ridiculous. That's 20 plus. That's 60 over 3 seasons. And then you sign Ronaldo, who has not been a pressing man, but he scores goals. So
you think, bruv, we missed Martial's 16 goals that he was shy of the season before. I think we added them 16 goals last season. We breathed down Man City's neck for the title. Like Ty said, bruv, we've added Sancho. Was it 20 goals and 20 assists?
Yep.
Yeah. We've added Cristiano Ronaldo, 30, 40 goals in. And then Varane, who can obviously take away 10 goals of conceding.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, yeah.
Realistically, bruv, we should be challenging for the title. There is no excuse. And like you're saying, bro, we've got more individual brilliance to get us out of this.
Which is what we've relied on. And look at our rivals, Biz. Liverpool, have they really strengthened? Yes, they got Konate, but have he really played? No, Matip has, apart from the game the other day. And then you look at their midfield and attack, they didn't strengthen there when everyone was saying Salah, Mane, they need backup, they need cover. Chelsea got a Lukaku. The reason I don't worry about Lukaku. It's because we've had Lukaku. We know his flaws.
Yeah.
We know his positives at the end of the day. Man City, they didn't get their striker, but they were craving a striker. But now look at Phil Foden and the rest of the team. They're still slapping multiple goals in. I looked at the goal difference from the big teams above us. They're all on 16, 18, 20. We're now stuck on about 2, I believe it is now, for our goal difference. It's a shambles.
2 or 1
and let's be honest. Let me ask you, man, a direct question. Sancho, Martial, Rashford, Cavani, Pogba, Greenwood, whoever it is. Do we have a better attack than Liverpool in terms of squad depth? Liverpool, Chelsea,
in terms
City.
In terms of quantity and the quality,
we do.
We're up there with the best in the world.
Best in the world,
the league. The only 3 you could argue is the Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe thing.
Agreed.
Or Messi,
and that's just the trio, because you take a Cardi out of there, he's not that great. So
and Di Maria's calm as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's 4 players. Like, who else has the depth that we do?
It's insane.
Maybe Bayern Munich.
But even Bayern Munich,
I think ours is formidable. Yeah.
You're looking at Lewa, Sane, Gnabry, Coleman, and then Musiala can play out wide.
And
I'm not even putting Choupo-Moting in there. So,
do you know
what I mean? Like, I'm actually deep in it now. Like, look at the list of names we have got at our
club. And it took you this long to be Oli out. But big up Project D with the super chat. That's that. They're looking forward to the same old 4-2-3-1 on Saturday. No serious attempt of changing anything. Facts. But I can't lie, it'll be interesting on Saturday. Because imagine if he goes there, he's like, you know what? This is my last hurrah. Bye, you're playing. Donny van der Beek, you're playing. Because then you just look like a right idiot anyway. No matter what he does here, he's going to look like an idiot on Saturday, which is why I'm like, why are you not sacked?
This is my dilemma, because I wanted to preview the game tomorrow. But if you're Oli now, we talk about passion, desire, what I said. If you just locked in, people, make sure you get Statman to 5K, by the way. Love that. In regards to the passion, desire, like I said to you, that went out the window on Sunday. So that was the final straw for me, because individual brilliance and that was getting us through. Now, if you look at the weekend coming up, we've got Spurs, who are just as bad as us, by the way. Like, they play shit football. I think they're above us, though. Yeah, they're probably above. They're above us. Let's see. We know what they're like in it. We know what Spurs are about. Son Heung-min sometimes plays brilliant 2 and 4 games. Other than that, Harry Kane's losing his legs and so forth. But the bottom line is, right, Oli lost 5-0 to Liverpool with his trusted men. That's what I'm getting out there. He didn't rotate people and we got beat, and he'll be like, oh, do you know what? This is the reason why I don't play this is the reason why I play McFred. He's not doing a Mourinho. He played McFred, he played Bruno, he played his trusted pragmatic approach, and we got torn apart. So for me, like, this is another thing that's going to fall on Oli as well. Yes, if you've got the job for 3 games, please show to me that you will do shit to try and convince why, to the board, why you want this job for at least 3 more games. If I see the same lineup at all on Saturday, I'm not watching. But
the funny thing is, he changes the lineup and brings in Anthony Martial, who he hasn't given a chance. He changes in and brings in Donny van der Beek, who he hasn't given a chance. You think those players are really going to be playing for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer right now? You can technically only go with the tried and trusted right now, which is McFred. Is the people that back you.
For you, do you think he goes with the tried and trusted instead of saying
he goes with the tried and trusted and he gets battered, which I love. I hope he gets battered now.
He can't do it. I'm going to flip it. He could not do it. He needs to get McFred out of there. He needs to play Matic and Van der Beek. He needs to bring Sancho back in and say, you failed me.
But he looks like an idiot then. Imagine doing that, to the players he turned his back on. And now you're calling to them for help. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, real talk.
You're like, Eric, bye, please. I've never used you in my life here, but I need you.
But I think them man will play just for the fact that
they'll play. But I'm not saying
they've still got a league to fight for.
They've got a league to fight for, trophies, and obviously international. But the Donny van der Beek is not even in part of the Dutch setup no more. There's a World Cup next year. He needs to be getting minutes.
Yeah, but then you could argue the same way. They know if they lose that game, Oli's probably gone. There's no way Oli survives.
But remember, I said no. But the fact is, exactly. So there's no way. So you just said it. There's no way he survives into the international break. Win, lose, or draw against City, Atalanta, Spurs.
No. So I'm just saying after the international break, I don't think he'll be there. I think he'll be sacked sooner.
Exactly. So the bottom line is for me. While we can save the season, 8 points into the international break, if we hypothetically beat Spurs and City, we've got something to fight for. That new manager that comes in,
we're not going to sack Oli then. I'm telling you, the ball.
You're saying though that he's gone no matter what. So make up your mind.
He's gone if we lose against Spurs.
I think he's done anyway. He's got to be.
Trust me. I think if we beat Spurs and we beat City, I wouldn't be surprised if Rio Ferdinand's running around Manchester naked at this point. He'll probably be calling for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
If anything, that falls on the board because it basically screams that they don't have a clue what they're doing because they've done all these briefs and basically they're basing their ideology now, which Lee Gunnar was talking to me about the other day, on a results by results business. I'm sorry, this is Manchester United. I'm not having a manager that is here on a results by results business. Other fans come on here and vent. We do podcasts. These men are playing as their job. Like, forget it. They're humans. I hate when people say, oh, they're on 150 grand a week. Donny van der Beek's happy. No, he's not. He wants to play football. He would take a pay cut to 30 grand a week to play football. So the bottom line is, if Ollie's here on a results by results business, how does that give the players security of what they know what they're doing? They don't. They don't know what's going on at the moment.
The players have had enough anyway. Big up Drizzy Des with the super chat. Steve Bruce thought his abuse was worse. Imagine the abuse Ollie's getting now. He won't like it. But right now,
we're not. And by the way, we're not beating City. By the way, they're gonna. If we think Liverpool rolled us over, just imagine what City could do. Let me just pull it out there.
Look what they did to Brighton, especially in the first half.
And I don't think Pep's gonna say slow down either, like Klopp did. I think Pep will just say, do you know what?
I can't lie. You never know with Pep in it.
No. Do you know why? Because what did they only nearly lose out on the league by? Goal difference 2 years ago. They're not having that mistake.
The only reason I say it, you see Pep, he's clever. He knows who the crap managers are in the league, and that's why he always bigs them up. Like, he'll bat Burnley 5-0 and gas them up. That's Pep for you. Right now, he's damn his cult hero with me. Yeah, I can't lie. I forget Ollie as a player. Big up talk about revolution with the super chat. It'll be, nah. If Spurs sack Nuno before United sack Ollie, I'll be done with this club. There's no way that happens.
Boy, if that happens, and Spurs sack Nuno, Spurs will not hesitate to go get Conte. They won't hesitate this time.
Yeah, but I don't think Conte will go in there.
You say that. He nearly went there to begin with, and none of us thought that was going to be his next step.
But the only reason I don't think Conte will go Spurs is kind of like, I just think he wants money. Come on, man. Conte ain't stupid. Look at the reports yesterday about Conte. He wants a proper structure. You think he's really going to go Spurs without a real serious backing? Daniel Levy will just sell the guy miss kind of thing, and he ain't stupid. And even if he does go Spurs, then he's gone in he'll probably be gone by the summer.
I could really see Poch. I could see Poch going back to Spurs more than I could see Poch coming to United as well. By the way.
Ooh.
Oh man, I forget Poch, man. I'm done.
I know, but I'm just sorry. Let me just remember you heard it here. I could imagine Poch going back to Spurs. Honestly. And you know what? I'm with Bains on it because as much as I like Pochettino, people say they played really good football under Spurs, and they did play okay football with Dele Alli and Eriksen and so forth. But we know that obviously Pochettino wants a pressing game. And I don't think it's ever going to work at PSG. Statman said it's the only club he would join mid-season. Who said that? Oh, Conte. Yeah. Because he knows he's got the players there as well. Because Conte could do more with his squad than what any other manager could do right now. I think stylistically, we could play a back three because Maguire and Shaw can play there. Varane's played there for France in the Nations League, as we've seen it. But like I was saying, back on Poch as well. I don't think he's made for Manchester United right now. I need to see him at another club after this to see if we can prove it again. So, Conte, the squad's made for him with a back three, even if he likes to play 4-3-3. So we don't need to necessarily switch to a back three, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. I'm just in this bit like Biz. I'm in this zone like Biz where I'm just a bit like, what is going on? Like, you see leaks and reports coming out about Ten Hag. Now, could it be?
Yeah,
could it be that we say to Ten Hag, who I want, by the way, we say to Ten Hag, we know you're not leaving in the midway through the season. Ten Hag's got too much respect for Ajax to leave halfway through. Could we sack Ollie and then we bring in someone just to get us through the season, which sounds so bad, by the way, to get Ten Hag? So, like, my question for you, man, is would you bite the bullet and sack Ollie and wait for Ten Hag, or are you bringing in Conte ASAP?
I'm bringing in Conte ASAP. You know why? The season's still not done.
Yeah,
we still got a chance of winning the FA Cup. We still got a chance of winning the Champions League.
To be honest, if Conte was to come in, we could still win the league. Let's be honest, bro.
I'll be honest. You know why I don't think
it is a push, but we can still win the league, fam.
No. You know why? Where I say the league, no. Yeah, I think what you said, we're 8 points away right now.
8 points currently, yeah.
So if Ollie does get sacked, it'll be after the Tottenham game, which we'll have to lose. So that's another 3 points. So it'll be 11 points. 11-point turnover coming into a new league. Not a new league, but like a new team. That these are not his players. Let's be honest.
And your first game being Man City at home in the league.
Yeah, like I'll be honest. Nah, the league expectations, if a new manager comes in, it's just top 4 now.
The only reason why I say that is because when he went Chelsea, didn't he lose his first 3-4 games?
I think he changed his formation after the Arsenal game. Yeah.
But even then, he probably had an entire pre-season with them, so he still kind of got a bit of his thoughts across, innit?
Yeah.
I might wait for Ten Hag. I might.
The only reason, I wouldn't. You know why Ten Hag won't come? I think we won't play the release clause. The only reason we'll pay for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's release clause.
Have you seen how much the release clause is?
How much is it?
Newcastle were linked with him today. Sammy Mukbel tweet 6 million. If you can pay 50 million and 80 million for Maguire, you can pay 6 million to get a fucking good manager at this club. Nah, babes.
No, but then there's
no 6 million for Ten Hag.
Can get Conte for free.
And plus, man, I got the link with Van der Sar.
Bro, 6 million for Ten Hag, and you're saying nah, bro. We spent 80 million on a fucking fridge freezer.
I don't think Van der Sar likes us after how we treat his boy Donny van der Beek at this rate. And my guy
spent 80 million on a fridge freezer. I'm taking Ten Hag times 3. I'll pay 18 million for Ten Hag. I don't care.
So you would wait until the end of the season?
Because I want Ten Hag, because I actually feel like it's a long-term project. He could
be
here for 5-6 years. No. I'll get rid of Oli, and whatever we do to put something stable in place.
But fine. Through. Say if that interim manager then, or caretaker manager until the end of the season, does well then.
Doesn't matter. We've done because
you say no.
It doesn't matter because we saw what happened 3 years ago. No, it doesn't matter because we saw what happened with Oli. Yeah, fans are fickle. We're not.
No, but listen, we're just we're
2 pence. Yeah, we're 3 of us. Yeah, I hear it.
Like, let's be honest here. Say if the interim manager is Laurent Blanc, until the end of the season, I wouldn't actually even mind that. Yeah, but just say it is, and he goes on a decent streak. You're gonna be calling for Laurent Blanc to come in charge.
Nah, I couldn't. What's he done? And what football?
No, most of the fan base will.
But he played for us as well. That's just going back into the same mold of an Ollie thing, and then it could end nastily, which it would. So I don't think the club would then do that because they've noticed now they've tried the Van Gaal and Mourinho. They've now tried a player which is a bit more sentiment who come in who wasn't meant to take the job. So you get a Ten Hag who's proven a winner at Ajax, who's ready to take that next step, and it's not like Ten Hag's going to come in and all of a sudden win loads of things. However, what we will see is a style that he's going to get more out of these players, and he's going to put a structure in. I get it. Do you want a long-term project with Ten Hag? He might not win everything, or do you want Conte? He's going to come in, blast it out for 2 years, and then a good manager could come in.
Fam, we have done nothing for the last 4 years. We haven't kept a clean sheet in like 20 games. I don't care. Bring me Conte and bring me his crappy or whoever his assistants are. Fam, I don't care. I'm desperate. I've had enough of Oli. That's why I said I hope we lose against Spurs. I've never felt like this, but I've had enough.
What do you think our actual players are thinking right now? The ones that don't play, like the Sanchos, the Van der Beeks,
that they don't care. That's probably how they're thinking, that they don't care. Imagine how they feel though.
I think they want him out, which is mad.
You saw the leaks yesterday. They want him out. They want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's dog out. They want everything related to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the club. They've had enough. How can he not have enough? His assistants as well, Carrick, McKenna, all of them.
It's mad that Bailly's one of the first to talk out, because we even said, didn't it, Bailly signed that contract late last season. He's only signing that contract if he knows he's going to get first team football. And I understand he's not reliable when it comes to fitness, but he has been fit all this season and he's only started 1 game.
Played twice for Ivory Coast, isn't it?
Yeah. And you rush back Maguire for a Leicester game where he's up against one of the fastest strikers in the league. That's going to absolutely...
Who Bailly notoriously plays well against, by the way.
Exactly. And you just ignored it.
I'm glad Bailly called him out, but I do think it fucks him up playing now for under Oli till he's in charge.
You acting like how Bailly played anyway. He didn't mess anything up. No, it's true though. You're acting like this guy was starting week in, week out.
Yeah, it's true.
When was the last time we saw it?
If Oli was going to make a change this weekend, he's probably just...
He weren't going to make a change, let's be honest. He's going to go with the same trusted 11. That's what I think he's going to be. The only thing he might change is maybe Paul Pogba. Actually, I don't even think Paul Pogba comes in.
No, because Pogba's suspended, isn't it?
Forgot about that.
Oh my God, that makes it even more reason he's going to play McFred. Oh God.
Now imagine if he goes around and plays Donny van der Beek and the Man U match.
Pogba's red card made me laugh, you know.
He's had enough.
Red card made me laugh, bro. Keita might be out for a minute, you know.
I don't think Keita's... They said he's not on crutches or anything. that day.
He didn't even look bad either. It looked like he hardly touched him, even though he slid him with 2 feet.
No, but it's Kyler, isn't it? Like, you know the guy's body ain't the best.
Kills me. You know, situations like that, just don't bring Pogba on, is it? He don't.
Yeah, bro, that's a mockery, bruv.
Don't bring him on, innit?
No, but I think, like, look at this here. He brought on Diego Dalot.
Yeah.
This guy does not trust Diego Dalot at all.
Yeah.
How do you think Diego Dalot feels? Oh yeah, touching on Cavani as well. Did you see the thing about Cavani?
That's not true though, because then Eric,
change.
It was Eric Ramsey. Man. People say it's Eric Ramsey, so they were saying it was like a translator, but obviously it was Eric Ramsey. So I think Eric Ramsey's trying to do the 4-4-2, but is it apparently he didn't get it or didn't understand?
No, but 4-4-2 when we were down to 10 men.
You mean the tactic side of it? Oh, dumb.
No. Apparently we wanted to, like, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer telling Cavani that you're gonna go up front in a 4-4-2, yeah. And apparently Cavani was like, yo, we got 10 men or something.
Oh God, I'm losing hope.
Head was spinning, bro.
Yeah, do you know what it was? It was
at halftime when he was walking out. He looked up at the Stretford end and he's clapping. He knows that's one of the last times he's ever gonna see Stretford end like that.
Fam, why are they even clapping for Lee, man? No lie, I hate the Stretford end as well. You know, no lie. All they do, they just back the manager blindly. Like I saw the video that the United Insta posted after the game here, like clapping the guy, just singing your hearts out about Oli. Like, you don't got embarrassed to Liverpool. Put your head down, go home. Don't sing for him.
Nah, but you need to understand. You know when you're inside the stadium, bro, you're only singing to just drown out the Liverpool fans.
Man.
Listen, I've been there when we're losing 3-0 away at home to Liverpool. Man are just there singing, bro, because you don't want to hear them. It's the worst thing, bro. All them fans there that were listening to them singing Ole, it's like, bro, no, you can't be. You have to drown them out, bro.
I hear that, but at the same time, these lot back this mediocre manager anyway. So I can't lie, they deserve this. Similar pattern throughout Ole's, he just plays the same place regardless. Remember Axel boxing Mbappe in Paris and we didn't see him again. Facts. He's stubborn. In your view of Fergie, my view of Fergie is a bit different as well. I wanted to say another thing on Fergie, yeah? You think Fergie's trying to like enhance his legacy?
Doesn't need to.
Yeah.
No. Because I can't lie, I was thinking this. He wanted David Moyes to come in here. Like, listen, Fergie's not stupid. He probably knew Moyes weren't that guy, innit? But any manager that comes in now and does bad just makes what Fergie done look better, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or it didn't work for David Moyes, and the fact that he was key in appointing Solskjaer, now it's not working with Solskjaer. He's trying to save it. So like, if it turns around and he's like, "Oh, well, I told you lot to stand by him." I think this could be Fergie done. Like, I think if he goes, I think if Ollie goes, I feel like Ferguson's actually going to take a back step and say, "Do you know what? I've done enough. I've said enough, and it's obviously not worked." Because he's getting older. I think this could be the last throw of the dice for Fergie. I actually genuinely think now, like, this could be the point where don't be surprised at the end of this year if it comes out Ferguson's taking a backward step. I actually think that as well. I think Moyes tried it.
Yeah, some people agree, some people don't. See, look, I slightly think this as well. Moyes' appointment was too suspect. 100% if Pep came in and continues. Yeah, see? Like, I don't know, man.
I'm done with this Alex Ferguson stuff, man. Like, even him sitting there and leaving after the 70th minute, it's like you're making it a bit about. I don't know if you wanted to make it a bit about him, but it did turn into a bit about him because everyone was like, "Raw, Ferguson left." When you're actually thinking, man, are losing 5-0 at home to Liverpool. Like, that's the facts. 5-0 to Liverpool, who took their foot off the gas after 50 minutes. By the way, it could have been 8 or 9, but they didn't want to do a Norwich. So I don't know.
That second half was embarrassing.
But then again, though, it is like
possession.
I understand that with the Alex Ferguson leaving that, because that shocked me as well. But like, it's commonly known, innit? In '99, George Best walked out, but then obviously we went on to win. So that gets papered over.
I don't know, man. I'm just this club right now. I'll be honest, like, I genuinely can't believe I'm sat here after last week's show doing this.
There's actually still plenty to talk about. You listen, nah. Honestly, the last 2 days, emotional roller coaster, man. From Inter Milan shirt to now being stressed on a train in the morning. Yeah, how? First of all, you know you're going to keep Oli. At least just come out with a statement or something saying we back the manager for now. Imagine how Oli feels.
They did that. They did that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but that was 2 weeks ago. Now you know everyone's asking what's happening with Oli.
You can't do that again. A business like Manchester United to come out and do that.
Not even United coming out. Just put in a couple of briefs in it. Like to the Athletic, you know what? We have full faith in the management. It doesn't take 2 days to discuss what's going to happen with Oli.
Nah, but listen, these men are thinking about their branding and sponsorships and all that stuff. Bro. They don't want to just say it straight away.
I think they should have come out and be like, you know what, we still got faith in Oli. Or
yeah, but they know it's wrong.
Stay silent and
so
like,
I think they're stating the fake inevitable. Like they done that. We're all screaming bullshit. I wouldn't even care if they said that. I wouldn't even read it because we know that it's bollocks. So they don't need to. The loss to Liverpool is everything you need to know. That's everything you need to know.
No, I'm not saying them tweeting that. Yeah, I'm just saying putting stuff to like the media.
But why, okay, so they do that and then sack him a week later if we lose to Spurs. What's the point?
No, but at least then Oli kind of feels a bit more.
This is deeper. This is what I'm saying to you, Bains. This is not losing home to Brentford. The club will know. They've spoke today there. It doesn't matter about what the little briefs are. It's about them at that core training ground today.
Imagine what Oli feels right now, yeah? Like, I want the guy out. But he's probably there thinking, you know what? Am I even going to be here next week if I lose? Like, let's be honest here. They probably haven't even had these conversations.
They've got to. They have to.
I don't know, man. This club is clueless. We saw over the last 2 days.
Well, it's true. They were trying to bid for it. Well, the Glazers were trying to bid for an Indian cricket team yesterday, and they lost that.
Some IPO team or something.
Some IPO team, they lost that. So
that's beautiful, though.
Yeah, I think that shame on them because their priorities are not right. We've just lost 5-0 to Liverpool. I don't know. It's more like, where do we go from here? Like, there is Conte. If it isn't Conte, like, I'll be honest with you, there's no one actually out there because Dan doesn't want the job. Who's going to come in? So, like Biz said, like Biz openly said it. Biz is scared about what we're going to do next. And that's what we need to look for next because Ollie's not going to be in the job after the international break. Biz generally thinks he could be here till December, which is the last Champions League game. I'll be so shocked. So shocked.
I'll be shocked if he's here next week if we lose against Spurs.
Yeah. No, I got a feeling, Bob, they're going to hold on to that Champions League run.
Wow. Why?
Because it gives... I mean, if we're still in it, then they can make a decision to get a manager.
But did Jose not go through in the group stages?
Yeah, he did. And then obviously he lost to Liverpool and that was it. But then again, I think after that run, the next manager that comes in has an easier running throughout the Christmas period into the new year.
That's why this is what I want. I just want this guy sacked now. Just get an interim for whatever 3 games caretaker manager. I don't care who it is. Just so the players know Ollie's not here. Just so us as the fans know Ollie's not here. And then we kind of move in the international break when we hire Conte. That's what I want to see right now. Another thing, make sure you guys like the video as well and subscribe to both of our channels. The link is in the description for Trafford Tunnel.
Do you know what the funny thing is? We haven't spoke about the game yet.
No, we'll get onto this game.
Ronaldo apparently gave the team talk on the Atlanta game.
Oh, swear. If Rance is watching, Rance is going to be on to me because I was like, yeah, this is Ferguson. This was Ollie's team talk. We've got to praise it.
What do you think of this? Ollie resigning?
Yeah, I said that. Resign, man.
Go on, Ty.
Step down.
I think he should resign 100 million%, but I think it's so different when you're talking from someone managing a club that you feel like you're never going to manage again. And also with the payout, people, it's not just a payout. It would be a payout depending. It'll be a payout depending on where his league position is. He's gone out of the Carabao Cup, that would knock some off. It's not just you're 12th in the league or 30th, so we're going to max your payout. So for me, I just feel like when Ollie said, "I will walk when I know the time's right," I knew that was bollocks because when you're in the job, you're going to fight to the very death because you back yourself. We would all back ourselves to say, now I'm going to turn this around. And me and Biz are managing old Man United against Liverpool. And we get sacked 5-0. I'm like, Biz, we need to turn this around. I want to keep going. He's never going to resign, bro. Let's be real, man. He's not resigning you, man. He's got to get this people.
But Gattuso resigned.
Yeah, and he said because he didn't care about the money and he thought the better race in Milan. That's Gattuso. Gattuso is completely different to Ollie. Gattuso is the opposite
doesn't that show that he cares a bit more about his club?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
So
this idea that Ollie cares about.
But what did you say Ollie was? What did you say Ollie was when it comes to his team selection? What's the word begin with S, Statman?
Stubborn.
There you go.
No, but I don't want him to be stubborn. I just want this guy gone.
Unfortunately, he is. You said it. He's stubborn. This is what I'm saying.
Someone said the channel don't work here. Click on the link that I just posted. Let me pin that in the chat as well.
He should have done what Duncan Ferguson done. Obviously, he took over them couple of games and just said, "Do you know what? I don't think this job's for me, but thank you so much for the offer." Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember when he got the job, I was like, "Yeah, cool. He kind of deserves it because he's done his thing, innit?" But the decision shouldn't have happened that early. They should have waited until the end of the season, when we crumbled out of top 4, and then they could have made the decision to probably get Poch in or somebody else, maybe Zidane or whoever was available at that given time. But again, this comes down to a Glazer problem, bruv. Too fast, bruv. These, man. They're too fast, man, to make decisions when they shouldn't have been made.
Big up for pinning our link description and the thing, by the way.
Calm. Now, let's get on to the Liverpool game.
Yeah, let's do this, man.
This turned you all out there. So, what did you think of the Liverpool game?
Spineless. Just disjointed. It was just embarrassing, man. Like, all the goals conceded. That first goal, just, you know, Mason not tracking back and Wan-Bissaka getting drifted in.
Throw up the share screen.
Yeah. Share this thing about. And, you know, Kate is through for the first goal. And then
look
the second goal.
Up in midfield. I can't see this again, man.
The second goal is probably one of the worst because it's a shot that's blocked and nobody reacts. Don't worry. And then it ends up being a cross coming in the box where Jota gets on the end of it. But if Jota don't get on the end of it, Milner gets on the end of it. And if Milner don't get on the end of it, then Robertson can get on the end of it. Free man.
But you see those type of goals here about, for example, the ball coming in. Our fullback's not blocking the cross. How many times do we see that? If we're actually deep in here, we saw it from what?
Seville.
I'll put the image below for you, Stat, as well.
To be honest, that wasn't Luke Shaw's Brandon Williams. But
I'm just saying the same error in terms of our fullback's not closing down the man. Happened again.
Bays, it's not even that. This is the image just before the cross, and I've got the cross one up to come up after, right? Do you know what pisses me off the most about this? And I've done it on my show yesterday. Look where Mo Salah is. It's not hard for everyone to see. There's Maguire, there's McTominay, there's Luke Shaw tucked in. There's Fred on the right-hand side. Keita, the ball goes out to him. Salah has the desire, the passion, the aggression, the will to get there. And that's where I get to this next image. That was that one I just showed, right? And let me just show you this one now because I've got to get it straight up because this is annoying me. We've got to put context onto this. This is the right, and then I'm going to share this screen now. Okay, 1 second. So that's the first image. The ball goes out to Keita. Salah is behind them, people. This is what I'm saying. He's behind them. Now you look at it here. Put this next one up. This is in the space of a second. They've gone from the edge of the box to 3 yards into the penalty spot. And Salah's in front of all of them. He's in front of all of them. It doesn't take a magician to work out. The passion, the will, the desire, the aggression. And people can say football's a confidence thing. Yes, I get it. But I don't care. You're all humans. If you see that the cross is going to come in, you're in front of a player, you're going to get there to block it off. He gets past them. It shows no guts from our defenders at all. Luke Shaw, Maguire, 3 of the 4 goals. Lack of urgency, lack of everything. 4 of the goals came down that left-hand side of Luke Shaw and Maguire. They're the Chuckle brothers. They don't have a clue what's going on. When one plays well, the other one does. When the other one plays shit, the other one does. Like, they literally don't have a clue what's going on. And for me, them 2 images there were the moment I said to Biz, I'm Ollie out. When I saw the replay, how can you have 4 men there like that and allow Salah to do this?
We've been seeing this though.
But it's more evident in a 5-0 loss. Let's be real. We've seen it. We've seen it in the Atlanta game. We've seen it in the Villarreal game. But we won those games.
But this is what we've been trying to tell you, though. The warning signs, even when we were winning last year, were there. And you lot kind of overlooked it. You can't just overlook performances. Maybe like the odd performance you can kind of overlook in it. But when it's happening week in, week out, the same errors again and again, we warned you lot.
Yeah, this makes me fume looking at this. It makes me fume, honestly. Even Trent, the ball, do you know what? It's not even the goal, right? It's like what Biz said. The back post is clear. Look at Trent at the edge of the box. The ball could even be cut back. Like, it's not even like they've scored from an impossible sort of angle. They've scored from one of 3 ways. We're open, 5 people in the space of 10 yards of each other, but not actually marking anyone. We talk about structure, right? And I'm not even going to try and say I want Sean Dyche or anyone like that, but we look at teams like that who are worse than us, yeah? The bottom line is they're worse than us. but they still have a structure. They still have a base. Burnley still go to Anfield and only lose 2-1 and look like, do you know what? They could get something from the game with Dwight McNeil whipping in crosses and Chris Wood and whatever, however. They defend as a team and they attack as a team. And I just feel like our team right now, and probably for the foreseeable past, which you guys have been talking about, don't have a structure in place. Now, Ollie, the bottom line is you're not going to work miracles over the week and all of a sudden we're going to have a great structure against Spurs. It's not happening. It's done. It's finished. I don't want to get angry. I'm trying to keep... It's done. I'm sorry, Ollie. Like, I love you as a person. I wish you the best in whatever you do. And I'm never going to say it on your name. But
you should also
I apologize. I apologize. People in the Statman Bains' channel, make sure you do subscribe to Trafford Tunnel because now you'll enjoy our content. But me and Biz, I hold our hands up. We wanted it to go right for Ollie. We wanted it to go well. We saw the signs, but we thought we could mask over them. At top level football, you can't.
No, but when we asked you what's Ollie's style of play, what was ever the answer to that?
Bro, it
like Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer still thinks
football.
Remember when Ollie first came in, yeah, he said something like, we're going to be the hardest working team in the league. Remember when he said that?
Oh, our running stats, I think we're bottom.
No, I got them up. Let me try and share the screen.
Oh, have you?
Because Sky Sports did a very, very good article the other day, innit? Can you not see this?
It's coming
That's
up now.
where we are for distance covered. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said we wanted to be one of the most hardworking teams.
Burnley top. Fuck, man. What did I just tell you about Burnley? What did I literally just say about Burnley? Sean Dyche has them drilled, has a structure.
You know, it's mad. This is us compared to our opponents.
Even Brentford, man. That don't surprise me with Brentford.
This is us against our opponents so far this season. Only the Wolves game and the Newcastle game we ran more than our opponents.
Wow. The Wolves game probably because a lot of our players were chasing Traore.
Look at the Leicester, Everton and Southampton game. That is atrocious.
Yeah. Hardest working team there. God. This is a running stat. They don't really matter. Pressing issue. Look at this. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer talks about the press. You lot talk about Ronaldo's pressing issues.
Where's it gone?
There. I'll get that one back up.
He had another one up. Players. Yeah.
Look at this.
Individual players one. It hasn't. It's not on for us. It's on the Burnley, Chelsea, the team presses one. Is that what you're on about?
Yeah. This is what I'm on about.
Let me see the players one after.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I'm glad you got these up.
Wow. You see this?
Like Norwich,
but when people say
Wolves,
we're pressing side here, this is what I'm like. It's nonsense.
Yeah.
You can't blame Cristiano Ronaldo for a press.
Well, it's come out. It's come out today. It's come out in the Athletic that apparently when Ollie doesn't train a press, and secondly, when he does, he tells individuals to press whoever's closest to the ball. That's shocking. So what? The ball gets switched left to right, so then Greenwood's got a press, and the ball goes to the other side. Rashford's got a press, but no one's in sync.
Yeah.
Do you know all the cracks are coming out? All the cracks are coming out.
This as well, defensively shocking.
Do you know what? I'm not going to challenge that yet.
This is our running side.
I actually thought aerially we were actually better when Varane was in there, man. Yeah, let me see this.
Jesse, Cavani.
Do you know what? Them names don't even surprise me at the top.
Yeah. But I can't lie, you know what it is here? I think with most of it, because the distance per 90 so high, because someone like Jesse hasn't really started the game, has he? So off the bench, you can kind of bounce quite a lot and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, damning. It's it does.
Playing out from the back as well, man.
And there's another one.
That's a disgrace as well. That's a disgrace, man. For how long teams have been targeting?
This is our next spend. The most since Solskjaer got appointed at United. Damning. And this is Solskjaer's record against the Big Six.
Yeah, I want to see this. Okay, so it's actually worse than I thought, I'll be honest with you.
Because remember when the first season you gassed the Big Six record out?
Yeah.
Look at the difference between Liverpool and City. Obviously Chelsea's Big Six record under Lampard was shocking.
Well, for me, do you know what? I actually flip it around the other side, and we will say Arsenal, but Arsenal are 2 points off us, and Arsenal have been worse than us for a number of years now. So that's shocking, man.
Now, this is what I said. Like, once I read this article, you know what? Sky Sports did a very, very good job on this.
Yeah, they've put thought into this. They've had it ready. They've had it prepared. I think all
of this is embarrassing.
Yeah, and what were you saying, Biz, as well about playing from the back?
Yeah, playing from the back, and teams have been targeting Wan-Bissaka for a long period of time, and we keep doing the same thing, man. It's so predictable. like we pass out Maguire to Lindelof to Wan-Bissaka, maybe to McTominay, and then it gets rushed, and then we probably go back to De Gea, then long ball over the top, and then we're getting pushed back again. You know, it's just the same things over and over, and it just doesn't feel like nothing has been rehearsed. Nothing has been rehearsed, especially this season. I don't know. I don't think like the players have even turned up for training this season. It's just got worse, man. But the thing is, last year, yeah, there were some performances you could actually say, fucking hell, bro, like we look like a decent team, bro. Things are going in the right direction. You have to admit, bro, there were some games, bro. The City away game, PSG away. Do you know what I mean, bro? There were some good games last season. Liverpool at home. But then this season, it's just fallen apart. I did not expect it to fall apart this quick. No way.
No, see, that's the same as me, Biz. This is why me and you clinged on, but we.
You know what the best bit? I've said this as well, yeah. Big up Akash Trib with a super chat. Man United fans will claim Shaw pocket Salah. People still think Shaw's world class, Carlos. Like people say Shaw over Robertson. Come on, man. And big up Bits and Bobs as well. What I was gonna say, yeah.
Big up everyone watching. Nearly 500 watching, by the way.
Oh man, I forgot what I was going to say.
To watch Rangers with you soon, fam.
Nearly 500 watching. Sorry, did I make you forget what you were going to say?
No, mate. It just went out of my memory.
Oh shit. We're talking about what we're talking about. Rewind it. Let's talk about what we're doing. I feel like we're doing that thing. You know when you stand in the back and playing out from the back. Wan-Bissaka.
And then performances and stuff.
Oh, turning up for training, and you're like the players don't.
No, I was gonna say something on Wan-Bissaka here because I think it was an article where it's like Wan-Bissaka could be dropped or something, innit?
If Conte
did you see that?
Yeah.
No, under Oli right now. They tried saying Wan-Bissaka has been bad this season, and they also said Luke Shaw and Maguire as well. How would Luke Shaw, Maguire, and Wan-Bissaka in the same conversation? And you know how much I slated Wan-Bissaka at the start of the season.
Yeah, that's a disrespect.
I think he's been one of the better.
Last 4 games, I said this, and you know how much I hate Wan-Bissaka. Well, not hate, but criticizing. Yeah. He's been our best outfield player comfortably.
Yeah.
Shaw and Maguire, on the other hand, yeah.
Conte.
Let's touch on Maguire. Yeah,
because you know, take it off him, Baines. I said it to you, take it off him. Wow. You run.
Big on me as well.
Baines, I told you about Maguire from the jump. Don't let. There's nothing even to say. Why is he at the club? Sell him now.
No. You know what it is with Maguire? Captain, yeah. Your Manchester United club captain. We're 3-0 down. I think James Milner went down with injury or something when it was 2-0 or something. We're looking at you as the captain to encourage the entire squad. Just to rejuvenate everything.
He looks scared.
He looks beat. And that's our captain. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer trusted him with the captain's armband.
It's incredible. I think as much as people could say appointing Ole was a bad decision, making Maguire captain is worse. And I'm saying it into the mic. Making Maguire captain is worse.
You know, I gave him the benefit of the doubt last year because obviously what happened with the Greece situation in it. And I thought, all right, cool. His head's a bit twisted on that. And then came into the season and he actually started looking all right. And then we got to the end of the season and then we missed him for the final. And I thought, right, he's actually a big part of this team and he's growing into the captaincy. But since he's come back from the Euros, man, I don't know what's happened, but he's just turned into the bitch that he was last season, bro. Literally, like my man is taking man to suplex City, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Why is he hugging man in the box now? What's going on?
No, but the thing is that Maguire Luke Shaw thing, as much as I want to criticize both of them, why are they even close to one another? Actually, you know what? Yeah, forget that coaching thing for a second. Yeah, Maguire's club captain. You're meant to be a very, very good communicator, or you're meant to lead by example. You're clearly not leading by example here, so you're meant to be talking. How are you clashing with your left back?
Do you know what?
How is that even possible?
I was thinking about this today.
And everyone gasses up this Luke Shaw Maguire left-hand side here, all this England gas here. It has been shocking to see.
Do you know what I think it is? I think that so Maguire got punished for the mistakes recently. In the recent games, Maguire's finally been punished. He's been shit all season. Maguire's been our worst outfield player. Mistakes against Wolves, mistakes against Southampton, mistakes against Newcastle, mistakes against Villarreal, so forth. Was not punished. He's been punished lately. And what I think we've clocked, and Luke Shaw has clocked as well, is that Luke Shaw doesn't really want to be doing that. And people say he's been doing it for a number of years now. And I agree. With Maguire there, he's been tucking in. He does it because he knows Maguire's got mistakes in him, and Maguire does not have the pace to get back. I'm going to say this now on a stream. If Maguire's not the left centre-back, people, let's see if Luke Shaw is doing the same thing. Because have we seen improvements in Wan-Bissaka? Everyone can say yes. Have we seen his positioning being better? Yes. Is he getting better on the ball? He's not Kieran Trippier. He's not Trent. Has he been better on the ball? The answer is yes. He's got Varane next to him, and we see the improvements already in Wan-Bissaka. Luke Shaw is always worried about a mistake in Maguire. And I'll be honest with you, if you're an elite level football player and you've got to cover your position, but also be covering for the left centre-back because you're worried about mistakes, then something needs to change. But Luke Shaw's not the man that's going to change that. That will fall on the manager. Luke Shaw, for me, is actually a competent left back. You put Luke Shaw at Man City or Chelsea, he slots in perfectly. Luke Shaw has shown that he can be a good player when he's focused on his job. He's shown
glimpses.
Glimpses, yeah. He's shown glimpses when he's focused on his job. For me, he's worried about Maguire and covering him. He's trying to do two jobs at once. And I'm sorry, it can't run at the top level again. It can't run. You don't see Reece James trying to cover for Rudiger. You don't see Cancelo trying to cover for Diaz. But you see Luke Shaw covering for Maguire.
Another thing I wanted to touch on, I've seen a lot of people say this, and I'm not having a go at our forerunner, whatever the guy's name is, yeah. This Ollie director of football talk is absolute nonsense. You know why? First of all, director of football should see kind of like the vision of the team and how you want the team to play. You want to play out from the back, but you sign Wan-Bissaka. You want to be a pressing side according to everyone, but you sign Cristiano Ronaldo. And I love Ronaldo. But let's be honest, if you're a pressing side, pressing from the front, you don't sign Cristiano. So this idea that he should be a director of football, yeah, complete and utter nonsense. His signings contradict themselves.
You don't sign Maguire to then play Wan-Bissaka next to him.
You don't sign Harry Maguire to partner Victor Lindelof.
You want to do counter-attacking football, you don't sign Jadon Sancho.
His signings haven't. It's not like a clear system that they're all fitting into, kind of thing. You're just signing players for the sake of signing players at this point. You signed Wan-Bissaka because he's one of the best right backs in the Premier League that year, and I think he looked up. Was it Leroy Sané or Sterling? And he got that mad praise.
I agree.
Stop these nonsense about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer signings, man. I've had enough of that as well.
Yeah, completely agree. Who, if like Luke Shaw, I just hope and pray like Maguire's not going to get the captaincy taken off him, right? Because he is the captain. I think that would kill his confidence. But I do believe and I do back that if Conte come in, his ruthlessness would take Maguire at the side. He won't have sentiment. You fuck the captaincy. If you're not playing well, then you're not going to play. And I actually feel like if Maguire and Luke Shaw are to play in the same team under a new manager, then they switch it to a back three. Simple as that, because Luke Shaw's slotted in left centre-back perfectly fine. And Maguire, we know for England, can play in a back three. So then that way, you're probably improving their game. And then you're helping United because then you're playing a more attacking formation because you can get 3 attackers in there and 3-4-3. I'm just there's so many things I'm done with. We haven't spoke about the game in itself, and apart from the goals, even look at the midfield, right? They had a midfield. They were missing Fabinho and Thiago. Now, for me, I know people can say Thiago is he's not like Thiago is a phenomenal footballer. If you know your football, Thiago is a phenomenal footballer. So for me, if it was Liverpool's main midfield, I'd have Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago probably in the midfield 3. That's what I pick. Well, they don't have 2 of them. They didn't even have Fabinho. They had Henderson, Milner, and Keita. And we had our trusted... And Curtis Jones, come on. We had our trusted midfield in McTominay and Fred that Ollie says get us through games. They're the ones that I'm always going to play. And we had Bruno in a number 10 role. People say that Bruno can play better sometimes without Pogba on the pitch. So we had our best midfield against... I would actually label Curtis Jones a more starter than Milner. So we could say Liverpool's 4th choice midfield in terms of pairs. And they look so much more disciplined, so much more structured, knew what to do when they had the ball, knew what they had to do when they were off the ball. Now, for me, individual-wise, they're not as good, but they're better as a team. So it just goes down to coaching again. And this is where it falls on Ollie, because when we saw the lineup, me and Bains and Biz were messaging each other, we have to win. We can't lose this game. It's Liverpool, but look at the lineup now. If we got 5% bonus from that, look what the players must have got. They must have got a 15 to 20% bonus of that. And we still perform shit. So literally, falls on the coaches, falls on the individuals as well, because I do think they need to have a bit of blame because obviously they're the ones that are out on the pitch. and it's a collective shit show.
Now, you see the players here. Like, I know the players deserve blame, but at the same time, when 11 players are playing bad, I'm not blaming the players.
Nah, I hear that. Yeah.
You can't sack 11 players, but you can sack the manager that's coaching these players.
That's what Biz said. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I'm always like, nah, man. Like, as much as we want to blame the players for making the same errors, but it's the blind leading the blind. I've seen these errors so many times before. For example, the Wan-Bissaka back post thing, all of last season, all of it. I saw the fullbacks not stopping crosses. All of it, probably all of Ollie's reign. And that's me. So surely if you're the coach, you're seeing the exact same thing. Because I'm watching the exact same game as you. I don't have any like qualifications in football. But I can see that with my own eyes. And most United fans can see that. And you can't.
Do you think if Conte comes in, if Conte is to come in, do you think he keeps hold of Carrick and McKenna? Because thinking about it, it seems to me that the problem is just Ole and Mike Phelan.
He could demote them, Biz.
Because if Carrick and McKenna was working on a formation last week to try and stop Liverpool, but then Ole just turned around and said, no, we're not doing this, we're going to do this. Then
I think they're going as well.
You think they're done, yeah?
I actually think they go back to the under 23s. I think Carrick and McKenna done okay there. But they might want to move on themselves and get different experiences. But why wouldn't you put them back there anyway? Because
but then that's kind of like, if you're Kieran McKenna, you've gone from managing or whatever, like being assistant manager at Manchester United to academy football now. You're leaving. Yeah, I don't care if you want to leave or not. You're leaving. I'll drive you somewhere.
Yeah.
Get out of this club. Go do.
Otherwise, you're still clinging on. You're still keeping that sort of relationship with McKenna, who knows it ended hostile with the senior players still, because you still have a link with them. Yeah, true. Start fresh.
And the players say his ideas are schoolboy.
Yeah, academy level training. Yeah.
And I think those reports came out today as well.
Yeah, it did.
But that's crazy though. You see how he's coming? This is all coming out now. Yeah. What's the Glazers doing about this? What's Ed Woodward and these men doing about this? Why have they allowed it to go on for this long? Regardless of me and Ty being Ole in for this long and a big part of the fan base being Ole in. But how come the guys who watch training every day or have the key to go and watch the training sessions and they've not noticed these problems are happening? Why has it not been resolved? Why has it been left to this state now? That's what scares me as well.
Because Ollie do you know what it is? I agree with you. And I think it's because Ollie has one bit of yes man and two, he's always achieved what the Glazers want. Top 4. We want trophies. They want top 4. So they're content. Probably on a nice wage packet as well. Let's be honest. He's not going to be on Conte's wages, is he? He's not going to be on Mourinho's wages. So it's about them as a business being
I still think he's one of the most paid managers in the world.
The
highest paid.
Oh, really?
I swear that's what they said when he signed a new contract. When people say he might be that fifth.
That's true, actually. That's true.
Okay.
I forgot about the new contract, you know.
But I just think, they just care about top 4, which is what we're not. I feel like, it's scary. I don't want us to be Arsenal. See the comment there from Manj, but it's so. I don't want us to be Arsenal, but you know, when the way it's heading, like we are heading. It's scary, guys. But strap in. We're heading to Arsenal unless we sort this out. Where we cling on, we're going to be clinging on to saying what Arsenal did. But in 2004, we won this. It's going to be 2030. And we're going to be, do you remember when Van Persie signed in 2012?
Oh my God.
Brother,
we're going to be singing chants about the treble every single week instead of talking about our actual performances.
It's scary. Like, how can we gun Arsenal and let's be honest, they're better than us right now. We play Arsenal on the weekend. I think Arsenal beat us. I do. I think Arsenal beat us.
Arsenal's performance the other day was very, very good. Big up Kim Mesh for saying, could we see McFred's stats? You know what the mad thing is here, and I've looked into this. You see McFred, the numbers are actually calm. Like, you can't measure positional awareness and stuff on the pitch on stats kind of thing, innit? So these numbers, you if you didn't know it was Fred or McTominay, these are calm numbers. Other than maybe McTominay's touches and stuff, yeah?
Is this in terms of duels and stuff?
Duels, progressive passes, all the underlying numbers are actually calm. They're decent. For a box-to-box midfielder kind of thing. A pivot player kind of thing. Which is the mad thing about it.
I think our main problem this season has just been the defense. Let's be real.
No. It's been the midfield as well. because the midfield have to help out the defense.
Yeah,
and it's been the attack as well, because
that.
we don't defend as a team.
But it has been the back four, bro. Let's be honest, bro. They've like you said, only Wan-Bissaka's performed. It's been abysmal, man.
And Lindelof and Varane when they come in.
Yeah. The thing is, bro, I think all 5 goals came from Maguire and Lindelof side. All 5
Maguire and
goals.
Shaw.
Maguire and Shaw, sorry. Yeah, Maguire and Shaw. All came down the left.
No, but I actually
that's an area Liverpool targeted when they beat us 4-2. They came in narrow, targeted Fred.
No, but I think at the same time they're probably looking at Mo Salah down that side, Trent down that side.
Yeah.
That's their
strengths. Their strengths play to our weaknesses. It's like the perfect combination, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It really was. I don't know, man. I just can only scratch my head because the fact that we're doing all this and Ollie's staying in the job Saturday, the worst is to come. Because the worst is to come because of what Bains and Biz have both basically said as well earlier. If you just locked in, if we win, people are going to start saying, he's turned it around. If we lose, we're 11 points off the Premier League title when we should be in a title race that we all said at the start of the season, our predictions. We just want to be in a conversation with 5 games to go. That's what we said. I didn't say we're going to win it. Yeah. I just want to be in a conversation with 5 games to go. We're going to be 10 games in and we're going to be more. We're going to nearly be 5 games off already. That's 11 points. That's 3 wins and 2 losses, 2 draws. So, we're going into a really scary period. And we're even forgetting, we've got Atalanta to play away, by the way, who had 4 to 5 injuries when they played us last time. So a midweek game away, traveling back for a 12:30 kickoff against City, by the way. Not early, 12:30, not a late one. Sorry, it's a 12:30 kickoff. I don't know. Is it a waste of a game? I don't know how I feel going into it. I want to win, but...
See, this is why I'm saying... This is why I think it's a waste of a game. Because if he wins, it just delays what we know is going to happen and that Ollie's not good enough and he has to go. If we lose, we could see something happening in terms of Ollie being sacked. That's the only reason, man. And I don't... another thing, you see McTominay as well?
Don't get on to him, I hate him.
No. Did you see that tweet on Twitter where apparently he's only made 11 less passes at Old Trafford than Henderson or something?
Did you see his passes he made on Sunday? He literally, if you had a passing map, you might as well just get some wings and go like that. Literally nothing down the middle. Literally, I was just like, this is every time I got the ball, I was with my missus, right? And I was doing a watch along, I was just like, watch this guy. He will not pass forward. He's scared. And once he's scared, you take everything out of his game.
And did you see, I think it was T4 Football put that thing out where it's like, and so that's unbiased, and that's not us, United agendas kind of thing being involved. They said that McTominay basically hides on the pitch as well. His positional awareness in the midfield is shocking.
Why is he
that's
there?
Not even us saying that. Everyone can see it. T4 Football can see it, but...
What are you going to Fred does more than him. Fred does more than him. We actually debate. We know Fred does more than him. McTominay is still living off that performance against Leeds in the first 5 minutes. Even in that game, all he done was play well in the first 10 minutes. After that, he actually wasn't great at all. Leeds had chances. They were getting through our midfield. I don't get why McTominay's in there. And I do hope that if Conte or a new manager comes in, he's one of the first man shipped off to West Ham or wherever he wants to be at that level. Simple as that. For 20 million cash in.
He's better than Declan Rice, man. That's
you know what? It's mad. Ridiculous. Bro, take that in, innit?
It's ridiculous. People were literally saying he's better than Declan Rice.
This is a mad world that we live in, United fans love gassing up their own players, but I can't lie, this has been a good therapy session, nearly 1 hour and a half.
And there's still probably loads to get. Just save it even for next week.
Yeah,
we've still got the Spurs game.
We've got a show tomorrow as well on your channel.
We've got a show game. We're going to talk about how we should line up as well this weekend, because if Ollie needs to be brave, we're going to talk about him being brave tomorrow.
And I got a video today at 9:15 on YouTube, which is going to be live with an Inter Milan fan called Sharma, and we're going to be talking about Antonio Conte, all the myths surrounding Conte, the attacking football, defensive football, his style of play, his record of the youth, and all that stuff, yeah? So make sure you guys come in and watch that at 9:15. I'm going to schedule it now after we finish. Make sure you're there.
You're 4.82 as well, by the way, you're on. So get Statman to 5K, people. And then obviously for us, Trafford Tunnel, Statman's back at 5:30 tomorrow, so make sure you jump on for that. And everyone in the comments, big up for watching, man. Your support's sick.
Anything you want to say, Biz?
Like and subscribe, man.
I thought you was going to say Ollie out,
Hit the notification bell, like and subscribe, bro. I'm depressed, man.
Listen, it's been a painful one. I'll be back today at 9:15 talking Conte. So that should be good. And that should put a smile to people's faces. But anyway, we are done.